Mother's Day is coming up this week, and so I thought that I would just feature one of my grandmother's recipes that everybody absolutely loves. So you start out with, it's a Jell-O recipe, and so you start out with one 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple, and you're just gonna add this to a saucepan. And then what you do is you take a 6-ounce box of orange Jell-O, but you don't have to use orange Jell-O. You can use whatever flavor that you like. And so you add this to your saucepan, and we're gonna bring this to a boil. And when it comes to a boil, you're just gonna let it just barely come to a boil, okay? Okay, I read my Aunt Lynette's directions a little bit more carefully. And what you wanna do is you really do wanna let this boil for just a little bit. You want that gelatin to dissolve. And so you just wanna stir it occasionally and make sure that, you know, you gotta babysit this. You know, you gotta take good care of it. So I think we're getting close. Again, you see how it's boiling? All right. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. All right, now I'm just gonna take it off the burner and I'm just gonna let it cool for just a little bit. All right, now let's add our pineapple and Jell-O into a large bowl. We're gonna let it cool a little bit more. All right, this might surprise you because maybe you thought we were gonna add cottage cheese, but really what we're gonna do is we're gonna add 2 cups of buttermilk. I'm gonna add that buttermilk and kind of stir that around. The last ingredient is just an 8-ounce tub of Cool Whip. Now, with this, my Aunt Lynette said that my grandmother would always just mix it with her hand mixer. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pour this in my little serving bowl, and then of course, I'm gonna let this set up. And then I'll be back. What I should have said is I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, and then I'll be back. Okay, so the orange buttermilk Jell-O is out of the refrigerator, and I did switch the bowl because right before I put it in there, I was thinking, I don't know that you'll be able to see it very well if it's not like in this bowl. So I went ahead and I put a couple little scoops in here in this bowl, and I know what's about to happen. I am gonna be about 12 years old in just a second. I'm gonna take a bite of this. That is so good. I am right back there at my grandmother's house. And isn't that so fun when something you eat or music that you listen to just transports you back to a place that you have fond memories about? I love that. And I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about my Grandma Ames. I've talked about her some before, but because Mother's Day is coming up, I'm gonna share a little bit more with you. So my mom is the oldest of her 8 children. And so I actually lived around my grandparents most of my life, actually my whole life, really. And I had an aunt who was like a year older than me. And so I spent the night with Janice all the time. So I really got to spend a lot of really cool time with my grandparents. And one of the things that I loved about both of them was they both really loved to laugh. And they would tell like the best stories, and that was just the best. My grandmother was a wonderful cook. Her food was always so delicious. Also, she kept a really neat, tidy, clean house. And I loved that about her. I loved going to her home because it always smelled so good. The other thing about her is she always kept a journal. And I've always kept a journal. I feel like maybe that's something that I learned from her, was to write down my thoughts and my feelings. And because of the things that she's written, we know so much about our family, and they would have been lost, you know, if she hadn't written those things down. The other thing that I really loved about her was she was really matchy. And what I mean by that is whatever she was wearing, her earrings always matched, her little necklace always matched. And she always smelled really good. Oh, she always smelled good. And she got her hair done every week. And so anyway, I just wanted to share those little things about her. And I hope this kind of makes you think about your parents, your grandparents, and, you know, don't forget to share the goodness about them. And for me, I know that my grandma's blood and my grandfather's blood just runs right in my DNA. And I'm so grateful for their wonderful example and the good people that way they were. They were strong, they were resilient, they could do hard things. And I know that's part of the reason why I can too. So I just want to share that with you guys today. And I hope you've had a wonderful day. And I will see you next time. Bye, cute friends.